Hi, welcome back to the homestead. Sure appreciate you watching us. Well, I've got to do some weed eating right behind me. This will be where the foundation for the next cottage build goes. Prepping it, getting the grass down so that I can set the foundation blocks. Not a lot to it, just got to get it done. I need to go size up the other two cottages so that I can get this one pointed in the right direction, the right distance away from the other cottages, so I'll be right back. Okay, that's the basic layout right there. I think I got the angles pretty close to match the other one on the other side, all kind of focusing in toward that part of the property where the pond and all that stuff's going to be. So now I need to basically get started. I need to drive my first stake and my second stake. The measurements are 10 by 12. That's the outside measurements of the building. And then the blocks go down just inside that measurement so that the 4x4s will sit on top of those. So there's nothing left to do but just start hammering stakes in the ground and see how things turn out. One thing I need to go find though is my bubble levels to hook onto the string, because that's going to be really important when it comes to leveling this thing out. So I'm going to run look for those. I'll be right back. Okay, before I can sink the post for the next line, I have to make sure that it's square. To do that, I'll make a mark on each string, then measure the distance between those two marks. So it'll be 3 feet, 4 feet, and then the distance between the two should be 5 feet. If that's the case, then it's square. It's going to be a little difficult to do by myself, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I tied this string here at 3 feet out where I made my mark. This string has the mark at 4 feet out. I marked this string at 5 feet. So I'm going to tie this string so that these two marks are together, and then when all strings are taut and not pulling, it'll be square. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I am way off. I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm more than an inch off. So this string needs to go here, which means that needs to go out more, or that needs to go out more. All right, that looks pretty good. It looks like that's where that needs to go. Okay, I'm marking the string at 11'6" on the long side, 9'6" on the short side. The actual building measurements are 10 by 10 or 10 by 12, but by marking them 6 inches short, that allows the building to overhang 3 inches on each side. That's about as accurate as I can get it. Anyway, now I need to run that post down there, and then I'll have to measure this one to make sure it's at 9'6" as well. That's 11'6". I wish I had more metal posts, and I don't. But I have these wooden ones. I almost forgot to take into account the stretch of the string when I put my mark at 11'6". Not good. Okay, double check my measurements. Don't lose my pocket knife. I'm off by 1/8 of an inch that way. Dead on. Okay. We're good. That's laid out and it's square. Now I need to get rid of these timbers, and I need to set find the high spot, the highest spot, set the line level so that it's starts there, and then everywhere else I'll have to dig, or add blocks to rather, not dig. So I need my little line bubble. I need to get rid of this line because it's good now. All right, I got my little bubble level. I only have one, sadly, not two. I had two, but I lost one. I need to get this block level. Once this block's level, side to side, front to back. Sorry, had to get a little spike out of my hand. Anyway, once this block is level, side to side, front to back, I can adjust the string to its height where it needs to be, and then readjust all the strings. I know it's a lot of adjusting, takes a lot of time, but it's the only way to get a good start to know what I need to do for the rest of it. This side's just a little high. All right, I need to go get a regular level to put on top of the block, rather than trying to eyeball it off two corners. Okay, a bit of an interruption there, but a nice one. Neighbor stopped by to say hi and check on us, make sure everything was okay. We finished re-leveling these lines so we know what we need to do. That side's a little high. Still a little high. Okay. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Let me check that string over there, okay? Make sure it's not hitting. Looks okay. No, it doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry, still. Doesn't look. Get off the string. All right, takes care of that. Now we'll move on to the other corner. It's quite a ways off. I'm gonna have to blast some of this grass out of here. I'm going to need a half brick for this one. Got one right over here. That should be in the middle. I think I've only got one more half brick, which is not going to be good, but I need to go look and see if I have more half bricks, because they come in really handy for not having to dig really deep holes. And if I don't use a half brick here, I'm going to have to dig a really deep hole, or I make up the difference with the shim in the middle, which really doesn't matter too much. I try to avoid that though if possible. Shims, I don't know, they don't seem to move. I've got them on other buildings. I've got a 1/4 inch shim on that one right there, and it's still in the same spot, so I guess that's okay. But I'm gonna go look and see how many more of the half bricks I've got before I get too far into this. Okay, that takes care of the front row. I guess we should move on to the back and then fill in the middle later. There's 3 more across the back, and then 6 more in the center. That's the plan. We'll go do those 3, and then we'll do the ones in the middle. Let's see how that goes. Mine went too deep. A little bit in this corner. Okay, too high here, probably here too. This does go kind of slow. It just takes a lot to get them level, both directions, and even with the string as well, height-wise. Okay, that does it for those, what, 6? Got the 2 sides done. Now I got to fill in the middle. All right, well that does it for me for today. We didn't quite get it done, but that's okay. All I have is 6 more to do tomorrow, and I'll get those done hopefully first thing in the morning. Anyway, we sure appreciate you watching. God bless you. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Bye now.